Hugo was born in Iron City, and he had a tough situation with his dad growing up. He didn't have much family other than that. Um, so he's kind of had to be a hustler and kind of make his own way, and was on his own at a very early age in his life and had to watch his father pass away. Um, so I think he's kind of just this. He's, he's given this. He's put in this world, and he kind of just has to deal with it and figure out a way to survive, and also try to make a living and try to make his mark in this kind of like tough world. In this world, hundreds and hundreds of years ago, there was a huge war, and there was a bunch of sky cities in the sky, um, and that was just where people lived, and people don't really know how they stand up, the foundation, or how it's made up. Um, but that's where everyone lived, just in these sky cities. And after the war, there's only one sky city left, and that's Solemn. So everything else is just kind of the slums and the underbelly of this masterpiece in the sky, which is Solemn. It's a melting pot of everyone, every type of person. Um, that inhabits an Iron City. I mean, you have cyborgs, and then you have regular humans, and then you have people that have come in from the Badlands, which are the outskirts of Iron City. Anyone could, if there's something wrong with their arm or their leg, they'd be able to replace that with a robot part, making them cyborgs. So they're still human. They still have a human brain. But the heart can be different. So the inner core could be completely different. The legs and the arms and almost every part of the body could be robotic, but there's still that human part, which is the brain. So there's human blood and also cyborg blood, which is blue, which courses through their body. I've never quite had an experience like Robert. Robert will. I feel like I've worked with a lot of directors, and I feel like a lot of directors feel like after every take they need to come and give you a note, or they need to come and make sure they're like, that was really good or something. Um, Robert will say one tiny little. He won't talk to you for like an hour, and then he'll come up to you and he'll say something so profound that it will change the entire way that you look at the scene. When I first found out that it was Rosa, of course I looked at her picture, and I was like, of course this is Alita. Like, no one else could play it. And I also loved her work previously. And she was just telling me the other day, this is her third post-apocalyptic film. She's just kind of being fit into this genre of like, she is the post-apocalyptic girl, the rebel. Um, but what's so important, especially for us, was to have a chemistry. And I think that's what the whole test was about. It was just us seeing if we could get along and seeing how we worked and vibed off each other.